That is my favorite jumpsuit. I made it 2 years ago over Christmas time. It's from fabric that a friend of mine gave me while I visited her in America. And I just love it. I love that I can move in it. I love the comfort of it. And I just love the way it makes me feel. So I decided that it was time to make some more. A friend of mine have a birthday on the 13th of December, and I always feel sorry for her because I feel it's so close to Christmas that nobody even remember her birthday. So I decided to copy this jumpsuit and make her a pair. She is much taller than me, so I end up cutting the legs much longer. But then I realized that I had some material that I could make myself one. Today I'm going to show you the process of me making these two jumpsuits. So I've made up the pattern, I drew it off from my original one, and I found that I had exactly this print, just in color. So I cut a pair for me, and now I'm going to cut my friend's one. Done the straps just now. I'm going to take a shower, and then when I come back I'm going to sit down and make these, and I'll walk you through the process. It's got pockets, facings, and everything else that you need for a good jumpsuit. So I'll see you just now. I'm still waiting for the geyser to heat up, so I thought I'd quickly do all the overlocking. So that means I'm going to put the pockets on the sides and just do the center seams on the back and the front. Then when I finish showering, I can come back and just sit down and do it all. All of them are overlocked together. I'm now going to stitch them on the sewing machine about 1 centimeter from the edge, and then the fronts get little pin tucks. Small little pin tucks all the way. Just pulls it in a little bit to give more space for the boobs, and then I can do the inner leg seams and the side seams and put the pockets, sew the pockets. And after that it's the bands that's over there. I need to iron them. I just see there's still some cotton here. I need to just iron them before I put them in, and then we're done. Then it's just hems and the hardware. But I'm now going to quickly take a shower, put some pajamas on, and then come and work. It's the best thing to work in your pajamas. I love it. Let's do this part. So I'm going to sew there, side seams, inner leg seam. I've just run out of my bottom bobbin, and I think I'm tired. I'm going to stop now. I'm going to do that. Good night. Okay, I've done the 2 darts. I'm now going to cut a facing for there that will fold over all the rest. Pinning it wrong side to right side, and then I'm going to sew it all around and then flip it over. And Bubbles just came in, and he's soaking wet, and he's looking for fabric to lie on. He's soaking wet. And now he wants to lie on my fabric. So we've been fighting for the last 5 minutes. No. No fabric, no ironing board. No. I'll dry you now. On his way? No. You are a nuisance. So the pockets were overlocked into the side seam, and now I've stitched it 1 centimeter from the side, from the edge, because that's how big my seam is going to be. And I'm going to fold it out and bring the two side seams together like that. And now I'm going to sew the side seam. I'm going to sew it down to about 1 centimeter in, cut the thread, go down to the bottom of the pocket and start 1 centimeter in and go down all the way. And then afterwards I will come in and sew the pocket together right around and then overlock it. I'm now going to sew the inside leg. And I find it works well when you start from the middle and you work out. So I will start sewing about 1 centimeter from that side and go all the way down and then turn it around and do the same on the other side. And that just strengthens it a bit more here between the legs. It's 1 centimeter away from the seam on that side. And I'm just going. I did the other side already. It's done like that. As you can see, they overlap each other there. The next step is to do the little pin tucks. But this one has some marks. I couldn't get cut around it. So what I'm going to do is just take the facing on the front. So that will cover the pin tuck. So I think what I'm going to do is just give it 2 darts. One on there and one there. And then just do the facing over it. Next is the straps. For the back, it helps to cut it a little bit on an angle because then it goes over the shoulders better. The straps will be pinned. I do it about 1 centimeter from the middle line because that's a nice angle for over your shoulders. And I keep it in line with that angle. And then I put the facing over like this. So I'm just going to pin everything in place. They are both ready to be sewn. Okay. For the front one, I will start 1 centimeter from the seam, like there, and then go around because that needs to fold over on the other side. I have just realized when I fold this over on the other side, I don't want it as thick. So the overlocking is going to make it quite thick. Here's a quick tip. When you want to unpick overlocking, start with the middle straight stitch line. So you pull it out. Because that one usually pulls out much easier than the edge straight stitch line. So I'm now going, second you pull that one out, it pulls out easier off if you've done the first one, the middle one first. And look at this. Voila! Your overlocking is unpicked. To prepare it to fold over, I like to cut away some of the excess. So I'm cutting away the viline or interfacing, but first I just need to loosen it from the fabric. Next you cut away some of the corners like that, and then you're going to do your knippies. First do the one side and then I cut in between. So I cut there, so now I'm going to cut in the middle of that, and that means when they fold in on the inside they don't make open spaces or bulk on one place. And now you fold it over and it folds over quite nicely, and there it is. If you look at it, it's actually, now it's going to be the wrong side's going to be on the seam on the right side, so I don't want that. So what you do is it's going to fold over there. So I am cutting it like that because my finger is so blunt. I can't find my newer one, my sharper one. Okay, there we go. I've got it, and now I fold it out, and then I can overlock it and fold it that way. And then this will go in there, and it will look like that. And for the back, I just cut away some of the corner, and then flip it out. Now I can iron it flat. I will also cut that point, so when you fold it over you don't see it. Okay, I don't like that. So let's turn it in and then just sew it from where the band starts down to the bottom. Cut away the excess and now fold it out. Yes, that's better. And then afterwards I'm just going to top stitch right out. I am now going to go ahead and overlock everything that hasn't been overlocked. Always overlocked, and now I am going to fold it over like that and just sew it down right around, and then I'm going to just tuck this in. I've given it little cuts, and then I can sew it down on the top there, and then hem, and then I'm done. Okay, so I've done that, and now I'm at the hem part, and I did cut it a bit longer, but she's quite tall, so I'm just going to give it a 2 centimeter hem. It's time for the grommets. Let's mark where we want them and then cut it out. There, and there. First put the eyelet barrel into the hole. I always make my holes a bit tighter because they sometimes do stretch. There we go. And then you put that thingy over. And then that's going to go in there, and then you hammer it until the cows come home. Then you get this.